Hello ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. I'm Lamar Haven. Welcome back to Foul Play. You might notice I did not complete the challenge in Act 1. Apologies, but I tried very hard to do so and fell upon some hard times and odd bugs. So we're going to move on to Act 3 of Play 4, Apocalypse, Expect Delays. And as Horatio Dashforth always says, always expect foul play. Welcome to Platform 3 and Platform 4 in the underground subway. The great furnace is opened. We have been branded for glory. Our souls will flare like bright embers. Give them time, sir. There's only so many fire metaphors available. Impure flames! They must be extinguished! I stand corrected. Ha! There's plenty more puns where that came from there, Scampwick. But we don't have time for puns. Only murder! Lots and lots of murder. Well, preventing lots and lots of murder. By committing murder, you see. It's a complicated issue. I'm not sure I expect you would understand it. So, now that we have these all done, and they're gone, perfect scene, easy enough. I want to mention, this is a re-record. If you follow me on Twitter, which I highly suggest you do if you want to get updates on videos, what's happening, and the occasional missed video, like happened last week. If you were on Twitter, you would know why. But I have no problem repeating myself. You see, I had recorded a wonderful episode, by my opinion, of course, that I was doing quite well. I had completed 3 acts, and we were ready to move on. And then I found out that Fraps didn't record game audio. From the tower we will watch the city burn, all except the chosen. Typical example of rogue thinking. Always someone else's problem. Alright, so now we're dealing with the Hammerman. And there you see the problem. I don't think we've seen him yet, and as such, I'll explain real fast that obviously he slams the ground and hurts everyone near him when he does. I also wanted to make it a point that when focusing a bit, when you are dealing with large enemies, especially this enemy in specific, you can see it pretty easily, by countering, you can actually speed up his attack, and in doing so, make him attack faster, which can be used to your advantage. And now we have boarded the secret train in 3 minutes, as per the challenge required. You can tell because there's an X on the London Tower. And a lot of figures seem to be silhouetted inside. Don't recall this being a regular stop on the Northern Line, sir. Whatever these hooded fools have been planning, it certainly doesn't lack ambition. Where do you think it leads? To a reckoning, Mr. Scampwick. Have no doubt. So I also wanted to mention, hello, flamethrower enemies. Be careful of these guys. You leave them alone for too long, and they'll do an attack that you can't counter, which will blow fire everywhere. And as you might remember from previous acts, fire is your enemy. And that was that. There was something I wanted to mention. Oh, I wanted to apologize about audio quality. See, overall, if any of you have watched many of my videos, you might notice I play around with audio quality a lot. I'm learning a lot of techniques of what I can use. They're in jetpacks. We haven't seen jetpacks yet, have we? No, we have. I'm sorry. I think we have. This is the problem when you have to re-record a video. I don't remember what you guys have and have not seen. Anyway, I have learned recently that my philosophy of louder is good because you can turn down volume far easier than you can turn it up isn't necessarily true when I'm unbalancing the audio as much as I am. My commentary has been way louder than it needs to be, especially when compared to the actual game audio. So I'm taking steps to try and improve that. If you have any comments about the audio quality, please let me know, and I'll keep working on it. It's all I can promise to do, really. These things take experience and time and a little bit of learning and effort, of which I am not going to shy away from. I want to make these as fun and enjoyable as possible. That said, if you wish to do the challenge, these are pretty much the areas to do it. You have to throw them into breakable objects. Lots of breakable objects around here. I'll try and show it off some for you guys. Away with you! Damn, one of them got away from me. And that's the breakable object completed. See, very easy. Pretty much everything's a breakable object around here. So I probably mentioned this before, but it is very important. Well, not important, I'll say, but as an observer, this is something you get to do a lot more than me, and that's watch the background. Not only are the great visual gags there, there's other things you might notice too that give you hints to the story, because this story isn't over yet, and it's got a lot more to say. Alright, so we've got flamethrowers, we've got jetpacks, and it's like 1900s? Little confused. I'm trying to use the Y button more because I know that's a very effective combo that I almost never use. Maybe flying enemies would be less my bane if I was actually willing to do that more often, it occurs to me. Oops, for some reason I thought I could throw him. But I already dropped the combos all over the place, so I'm not too concerned. You, where's your leader? You will perish in flame! There's no talking to these people. Somehow I don't think that makes a very good conversationalist. Good conversation piece. But the drills and the chainsaws. Points for effort. One must always give credit where it's due. Automatons. Fun. Say hello to the cult mech, the boss of this act. You want to be in the air when he does, destroys the ground, when he drills to the ground, and try your best, be careful because that fourth attack is a 360-degree hit. Once you're far enough away, that drill won't hurt you, and you're free to go nuts on the cultists. My usual policy of using the enemies to attack the boss doesn't really apply here when you have a certain period of time where the boss simply doesn't want to be hit. As you move on, the boss will start to break apart. We've already gone for his knees. I mean, after all, Horatio Dashforth, go for the gibness. But now that he's flying, he's a little harder to hit and a little more maneuverable. So watch yourself. Oh, darn it. I was hoping to get a 100-point combo. Didn't quite do it. And once he gets to this point, he's pretty much just going to start running away. So if you have points that you still need to get, say you're going for a 5-star rating, but you still need to get a 100-point combo, this might be the opportunity you're looking for. Because without the boss attacking, you have a lot more opening to keep attacking. Because he won't be trying to interrupt you. And there's 5 stars. And there's 100 combos. And that's the boss dead. Maybe I'm just getting good at this game. Going up, Mr. Scampwick. After you, sir. And away we go. Encore performance! I found a new way to exploit the performance. Jump up, hit one step, then Y, and you get to do the slam. Gotta be quick though, because if you hit the ground first, you'll ruin everything forever. But this way it doesn't require countering, and you still get to keep moving. And if you get the charm that makes your Y attack, which I don't have right now, bigger radius, you can take even more advantage of it. But since I don't know exactly what causes the encore performance, I wouldn't depend on it to get you to where you need, as far as score is concerned. Magnificent! Were we expecting anything less? So now we're on to Play 4 Act 4, The Cult of the Clock Tower. And I still need to complete 2 perfect scenes. I wasn't able to last time I played this. Let's see if I can pull it off this time. Star rating is based on your final score, so keep the scored audience constantly amused. A clock tower? It couldn't be. If one's goal is to cause utter destruction of the city, one should aim for the heart of it. So we're at the clock tower, a significant piece of the city. And at some point in this, we must earn a 150 times combo if you're going for challenges. It's gonna be rough. I'll say that right now. You have some pretty brutal fights here, as we are nearing the end of the game. And they don't want to take it easy on you. And getting the perfect scenes is going to be difficult. So keep up. Nope! Nope! Ah! Dropped it at the last second! You can tell that this can be tough. I don't expect to get the perfect scenes. It seems easy, you only need 2. But boy, is it a lot harder than it looks. Down with you, cultists! That was odd. I could have sworn I threw him completely to the right, as opposed to at an angle. But there is a upgrade you get, a super throw of sorts, that makes it so throwing an enemy tends to bounce them into other enemies. So it kind of aims it for you, and that can be an issue sometimes. And this isn't like an upgrade you can turn off or anything. Ah, and I got hit. Yeah, like I said, I really don't expect to get this challenge completed. So I will forever be without 2, I think, challenges in this game. Because after I Let's Play it, let's be honest, I probably won't play this game much anymore, unless folks want to do co-op of some kind. Which I'm open to, but we would need more people to have this game, and unfortunately, that's not the case. Come on! I expected that throw to kill you. More of them. They only did that scene to... that transition so you can split up the scenes. Which is nice of them. Come on. You guys really think you are a threat? Yeah, if you throw an enemy into a big guy when they're in the air, doesn't knock them around, doesn't stun them. Oop. And that dropped. See? That's how easy it is to drop a combo in this area. You have to be ready for damn near everything. And they have no problem with fighting dirty. Oh well. It happens. If you can do perfects on this one, you're a better man than I, or girl, or otherwise. Anyway, murder. The guy just sitting there. It's not like you're in the middle of the scene or anything. Alright. Just gotta keep hitting them with everything you've got. And I took a hit. Oh well. I guess I don't need to reiterate my point anymore. And why did the Moonometer drop? I really wish I knew what was causing that. Hammer bro. And the first thing I do is stun him. Away! And there it drops again. Maybe it has something to do with not doing challenges? I don't know. Because the entire concept of challenges is you're doing special things that the crowd wants to see. So, no fire! And he was stuck for a minute there. That actually is one of the glitches that I ran into when I was trying to do perfects on the other act. The enemies would keep glitching and falling behind the scenery, so I couldn't get to them and they couldn't move. I'm gonna keep pressure on the big guy, keep stunning him and using him as leverage against the rest. That way, I have a better chance at getting a perfect. And it's working beautifully so far. More enemies. Nope! I'm getting close to that perfect. So I'm in focus mode right now. Nope! Oh, and I got that 150. Honestly, if you can't do it on the very first scene of this act, chances are you're gonna have a very difficult time getting that 2 times perfect. And I don't think I have enough time in the rest of this act to get it perfect. Oh, I do! Hello, enemies! I just led straight into that throw because it was also going to hit a flamethrower guy who I knew was going to be causing me trouble. Alright. No, too many big enemies. Fire! Okay, come on. Missed that opportunity. Went right into another. Come on. I know I can do it. I know I can pull this off. I am good enough! Okay. Almost. If this music isn't getting you hyped, I don't know what to tell ya. You might be dead inside. No! Ah ha ha! That one's painful! Oh! And he only needed that one last hit. Oh! Ho, ho, ho. Sounds like the party's in full swing, sir. We must have missed the telegram about the dress code. I trust our sparkling presence is enough to redress the oversight. You will be the first to burn! Distinct lack of valuvents, valuvents. I have no idea what a valuvent is. Further proof you just can't teach class, Mr. Scampwick. Hey, was that aimed at me? Alright, this is it, the final scene of this act. Can do it here, you can't do it. So let's get this over with. Let's show these guys what it means to try and burn our city. Yeah, I was kind of still hoping to get another perfect. Leave me alone. I have dreams! Yeah, you also are supposed to be doing cannonball talks stuff in this act. I wasn't particularly interested in trying, but oops. It happened. Come on. I don't like your faces! Let's get that 5 stars, shall we? Come on, you really think any of you are a threat? You can get your cheap shots in. You can blow fire everywhere you want. You can summon demons. I am Baron Dashful. You don't scare me. For I've seen the face of hell and I have spat in it. I love games. Alright. Let's finish these scragglers off and get on to the real fight. Ah, darn it, I didn't get far enough away. And away with ye! I fear we are too late. Encore performance! So, lather, rinse, repeat. Lather, rinse, repeat. Lather, rinse, repeat. Alright, so let's finish off just a few more of these, and I have max score, so I'm just gonna sit here defending. Ow! Well, that's the Cult of the Clock Tower done. Why don't we move on to the Flame Demon? The Rising Demon takes you into the air, providing a great shortcut into an air combo. It burns! You don't know. You hardly know the meaning of the word. Not yet. What's happening to him, sir? Everything he bargained for, I'm sure. Arrgh! Alright, so this is the final fight with the cult leader. Still bearing the wounds of what we did to him, he now bears the scars of his worship. And we have to stop him before it gets any further, because we will not let the city burn, and we must try and save him from the burning himself. Out of compassion, I'm sure you can see. So, as usual, like last time, be careful of the big wind-up. Owie. And dodge is your friend during boss fight. And of course, he charges like a rhino. Ow! Big overhead smack right to my face. Almost got him. But of course, like any boss, we really don't expect him to only have the one phase, do we? No, there's more to this. Because although we can hold our hands out and try and pull a man from hell, we cannot stop him from burning. Say hello to the Flame Demon's mortal vessel. But because he is in a mortal vessel, that makes him too mortal. Let's do everything we can to stop this thing. Don't move! Whenever you see him charge up like that, you gotta get out of the way. Nope! Ugh. Wasn't able to get far enough away. I don't know if blocking will save you. Somehow I doubt it. Uh-oh! The wind-up. When he has the big wind-up, you have to move. Otherwise, it's mostly just avoiding what's right in front of him. Uh-oh. When he does that, you have to just keep moving. And then go for him, because he'll be tired after that. But not for long. There's something to be said about being small, Mr. Flame Neiman. That was an odd glitch. Uh-oh! That was the wind-up once again. Just wanted to build up my combo meter a bit, and my Muto meter, because it was looking grim. Nope! Gotta keep moving. And then go for the kill when he's weakened. And then dodge once he's not! Sometimes your best option for avoiding attacks is to simply be it, having the invincible frames you get from countering another enemy's attack. Huh, I think I did block that attack that time. And we've got him. He's not much more than Ash now. Now he's going to be much worse. His pocket watch. What's going on here, sir? Sir? They were messages from beyond the Hellgates, I was sure now. Like a castaway might place a note in a bottle and send it out to sea, my father had done the same with his own precious possessions. Incidentally, the pocket watch had been set to a specific date. 4th of November, 1911. Tonight. That's odd. It seems that we have a date, a time, and a purpose. So let's look at the Demon Diary and try and make more sense of this, shall we? Unlocking the door. November 5th, 1877. Opening a Hellgate is like firing an arrow, except the target is so far away you cannot see it, and it shifts position based on the time of day, the alignment of the stars, or the waning moon. And if you miss the target, you risk inviting a horror into the world. But if you can focus it correctly, if I can target these greater demons where they reside, I may be able to take the fight to them. HD. Greater demons. My father wrote a full classification of the hierarchy of demons. I would acquire it from his laboratory and pour over it to my room. Learning the names, dreaming of the day I would join him in battle. It was not meant to be. He believed the greater demons spawned others, and soon became convinced that the only way the war would be won is if we were able to destroy the first. SD. Chapter 8. A Robbery. 20th of September, 1910. Of course, a position in both space and time. You had provided one, now you have provided the other. You asked me never to follow. You also asked me to do what is right. I must speak with Scampwick. SD. Name, Cult Mech. Distinguishing features. Never trust a man who has to wear a steam-powered robot suit in order to fight you. He's not playing fair. Thankfully, this only happened once in my boxing career, and it was pretty soon afterwards we decided to set up a basic set of house rules. Dangers. The whole outfit was a mess. Poor construction work, late hours, no union representation. My old man would have had a fit. It's no wonder they've all lost the plot. Suggested action. If at all possible, steer clear of the diamond-tipped chainsaw arm. It doesn't have sting, and in worst cases, may cause some nasty bruises. Name, Flame Neiman. Distinguishing features. You see, this is exactly what happens when you mess with stuff you don't understand. First it's all, let's bring hellfire down on our enemies. Next it's all, help. Oh god, it burns. And who would have thought hellfire hurts? Dangers. The ability to raise a whole city to the ground in demonic flames is definitely the top of the list. Suggested action. If you're tempted to join a demonic cult, perhaps try taking up a hobby first. If you're still tempted, drop in on me and to Mr. Dashforth, and we'll see if we can convince you otherwise. So, that's it for this episode of Foul Play. Thank you very much for watching. Come back next time when we find out what this is all really about.